Rule number 66. Prohibition, a negative command, is expressed in three ways. 1, by the imperative nõli with the infinitive. 2, by the imperative cavete with the present subjunctive. Or 3, by ne with the imperative or subjunctive. In the last rule, number 65, we explored how commands are relayed in Latin with the imperative mood. But in rule number 61, we also explored how the jussive or hortatory subjunctive can also give a gentle command or urging. In this rule, we're going to look at a variation of these rules, namely how you form a negative command, a prohibition. Don't stop watching this video if you want to learn more. There are three different ways you can show a negative command or prohibition in Latin. First, you can use the imperative nõli or nõlīte in the plural, along with the action as an infinitive. Nõli comes from the verb nolo nolle, which means to not want or be unwilling. Nõli dicere aliquid, don't say anything. Well, so literally it would be unwilling to say anything, but don't say anything is so much better. Or nõlīte temere pueri, don't be afraid, boys. And nõli festinare, don't hurry. From my own experience teaching this, I think it's important to stress that the imperative is the nõli nõlīte, which is more or less equivalent to the English don't, while the action being prohibited is in the infinitive, even if it's not translated like an infinitive with the to translation. So to tell one person to not be rude, you'd say nõli esse insolens. But if you want to tell a whole group of people the same thing, we'd plural the nõli and the insolens, but leave the esse alone, because infinitives don't have number. Nõlīte esse insolentes, and our English translation stays the same. Additionally, Latin can show prohibition with the imperative cavete or cavete, followed by a present subjunctive verb. So cavete aliquid dicas is don't say anything, and cavete festines is don't hurry. The cavete itself is an imperative, like nõli from before, meaning beware. Remember, cavete canem, beware the dog. Or even take care not. And then the subjunctive without a conjunction like ut. While this construction is entirely idiomatic, and that is, don't worry too much if you can't understand how it works, this cavete plus the subjunctive probably arose by analogy to the jussive or hortatory subjunctives. Here's one more from the Aeneid with the plural. Armis concurrant arma cavete. Don't fight weapons with weapons. Famous words from Diomedes about avoiding conflict. The third way of showing prohibition is using the particle ne, plus either the perfect subjunctive or, in poetry in early Latin, with the imperative. So ne aliquid dixeris, don't say anything, with dixeris the perfect subjunctive. Or ne festinaveris, don't hurry. And ne goes with the imperative too, like in ne time, don't be afraid, or this splendid bit from the Aeneid. Equo ne credite, don't trust the horse. This is Laocoon, prohibiting the Trojans from trusting the unlucky monster, as big as a mountain. They really should have listened to him. And of course, as with everything in Latin, there are variations, like ne with the present subjunctive, ne with the future imperative, or even cavete plus ne. But, just roll with it. In general, you'll find almost all of the prohibitions in Latin in one of these three groups. Nõli plus the infinitive, cavete with the present subjunctive, and ne with a perfect subjunctive or, in poetry, an imperative. And this is rule number 66. Prohibition, a negative command, is expressed in three ways. 1, by the imperative nõli with the infinitive. 2, by the imperative cavete with the present subjunctive. Or 3, by ne with the imperative or subjunctive.